Hello YouTube, this is the Nurbin, and I want to talk about random encounter tables. I have never seen a good use of random encounter tables. That's it. Goodbye. Um, Maybe not totally. I have never seen a good use of random encounter tables as a player, because that means it happens during the gaming session. And as soon as a GM picks up a book and begins up rolling something like a scout. You meet a scout. What does he look like? Something like this happens. And that's it really breaks immersion. It's not cool. It's not for the players, not for the GM. If you want to use random encounter tables, then do it beforehand. The easy part is rolling the dice. That is something you can do quite easily, and if you really want to, you could make lists for various regions where the players could be going, so that maybe you have two spreadsheets for it, and if they go into the jungle, you look to the first jungle encounter you created, and which you thought about beforehand, what you want to do, and look shortly at your notes, maybe a minute at maximum, and then it goes on. If you roll it in the session, then you probably won't be knowing what you're doing. You mess up the description. At worst, you will even have to get another book to look up what the creature you rolled up actually does, what it looks like, what kind of stats it has, and so on. And I remember some terrible evenings that were created in this way. On the other hand, random encounter tables can be very, very useful if you have, I would call it writer's block, but if you lack ideas, if you want to get some kind of inspiration. I will give you an example. I recently did my review on Traveler, and now I will create a random mission, a random patron. I rolled 21. That's data or an object from a secure facility, or get data or an object from a secure facility. Now, who does give us this job? We have a 66. This is an Imperial agent who wants us to do this. And the object in question is artwork. This is the first oddity here. Then the random problem we encounter is 61, a police investigation. So, the piece of art you could easily use, but then you would have to change something else. Maybe the Imperial agent, he is an Imperial agent, but he is maybe acting on behalf of himself, or of his family, or some Imperial noble who wants to get something back that he thinks belongs to him. Or maybe the art is in somewhere by in a foreign power the Imperial has no grasp on. And the police investigation, this could be an investigation against the Imperial agent, or because the artwork itself is maybe it is in a secure facility because it is at the police station because it was involved in a murder case or something. Um, or maybe but you see, all the details you cannot really come up on the fly. This is merely a crystallization point from which to expand the story and from which you can then you can draw inspiration from encounter tables, but they don't do all the work for you. They just give you a little push, and that in itself is worth so much. Um, I often have problems with coming up with the first idea, and I think for Traveller this is great. Maybe I should think about getting something like that for Vampire, even though I think that Chicago Chronicles has something like that in the back. But when I read them, they were either setting specific or um, sometimes even quite cheesy. But maybe I remember wrong. Um, but anyway, and of course the same goes for wilderness encounters. As I said, if you roll wilderness encounters while the players are going into the jungle, for example, you will certainly roll up the one animal that does not belong in a jungle. If you go in a reservation for a certain type of crocodile, then the only thing you won't roll up are crocodiles. That's the nature of randomness and Murphy's Law. And so you really should do this up front, work it out, and then go to the gaming table being assured that you have something for most eventualities. I nearly said every eventuality, but players always put wrenches in your plans, so and that's why we love them, aren't we? Yeah, I think this rant has come to its conclusion. If someone wants to add something, please comment, do response videos, whatever you find appropriate. And thank you for watching. This was the Narrabin.